to find what I paid for this one. Come on. Hey, hillbilly. How you doing tonight? I figured I better start getting this collection by scanned in. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to sit and do it, I might as well do it live. Just relaxing. Since you're in here, I'll give you the honor of picking the first. We'll do at least one tonight. Give me 1 through 3. We got what? 3, 4 more days in the month to get a couple better hits in the monthly top 10, so it's gonna have to come through probably these 3 packs at some extent. I might get another middle number 2. Might pick up a couple more before the end of the month. I don't know. We'll see. Boy, not bad quality packaging. Alright, I know these go backwards, so crawl from the cellar. I don't know if that was on my chase or not. We'll check the chase screen afterwards. Crusader of Fordrick. Here's a backwards one coming up, or a dual side one. Duel for Dominance. Moon Scarred Werewolf, but that's the backside of Scorned Villager. I want to focus. I only bought 3 packs, and it was $100 for 3 packs. So I think I paid $34 a pack or something like that. Splinter Fright for an uncommon. That's the first uncommon? Yeah, that's the first uncommon. They Join the Dance. Let's move these over here so they don't create the glare. A Ghoulish Procession. I think that might be on my common or my uncommon list for chases. There's the planes. So this should be the collector pack goodness. A Geese's Binding. We always like hitting Geesa, so any Geesa card on the channel for sure. here is a howling chorus on the back side and a shrill howler on the front. And we're going to get a Blood Mist in the retro. And a Vanquish the Horde on a rare. And a Metallic Mimic in retro. And a Ravager of the Fells on the back. And it's a Huntmaster of the Fells on the front. And is this the last card? Conjurer's Closet in the retro. And a clue, so no posters, nothing huge. I'll have to check the prices on some of the stuff. I thought Metallic Mimic was doing alright still, but I could be wrong. Nothing crazy. Let's see, do I have my Innistrad Remastered folder started? I do. Actually, because I picked up a Gisa's binding as a single when I picked up the packs for the Gisa box. So I picked up the regular foil. So I did start the folder, so let's scan a couple quick here and just see what we're at. I was wrong on that one. That's only 86 cents now. This Gisa's binding isn't anything, but it is, as a Gisa collector, 52 cents. So we will take that. I shouldn't have put that back over on the shelf. We will put that right back in, right into the Gisa box. Now we're probably done with it. Conjurer's Closet in retro foil. Probably dropped through the floor already. $2.54. So I don't think that even puts anything in the... I don't think those even make it to the top 10. Alright. Left or right, Hillbilly? We'll crack one more and then I'll go back doing some scanning. You get into the cracking mood and it's hard to get out of. Mostly because that didn't put anything into the top 10 for the month there. Which is unfortunate. One. Alright. Let's give it some good mojo. Braben Inspector. What I really want is I want Heartless Summoning in the full art Gisa art in foil. I'll be buying several copies of that, whether I hit it or not. Wretch Throng. Neonate's Rush. I think this was actually on the chase, so we'll update that. Wildfield Scarecrow. I don't know if that's on the chase or not. Art-wise, it probably should have been. Slayer of the Wicked. Honeymoon Hearse. I liked Honeymoon Hearse Was it in an Innistrad set farther back than Crimson Vow? Summary dismissal. There's the island. Alright, let's try to do a little bit better. Think twice. Rise from the Tides. I think that was probably on my chase as far as an uncommon art card. A Cathar Commando. And then here's the half of Handwire Garrison. This ain't feeling good. This is not feeling great. Cultivator Colossus. There's probably a little bit there still. We'll give it the hit. Being a mythic. And the backside of a Thing in the Ice. And the final card. Foil. Cultivator Colossus. I have noticed, if you want to call it track printing in packs, where I think it was even Twiddler was cracking packs Friday night, where you were getting several of the same card in maybe different versions in one pack. So yeah, I think Cultivator Colossus is a better hit there, Phil Billy. I do believe you are right. And I think it's probably going to make its way into the top 10. Let's see what the non-foil is. This is 409. $428. 428 on that. So that probably makes it into at the very bottom of the top 10 of the month. And foil's probably going to have a little bit more of a premium. Still 409. Oh, wow. Foil's a lot more of a premium than I expected. Give it another hit. 23.10. That goes way up into the... Actually goes to number 2, it looks like, from looking at the scroller. That's a good hit there. And this, I think, like I said, does this... Even at $4? Makes it into the bottom. Let's see. Number 10's rolling around right now. Did I say 428?
Waiting for a spot on an angled line.
260 something, so it definitely goes in. Definitely goes into the top 10. Alright, let's crack the last one. What the heck? I'll go pick some more up later this week. Well, actually, we should probably check a couple of these first. Thing in the Ice. $4.60. That's only 80 cents. What else we got here that looks like it might be decent? Handwire Garrison. I'm not really sure. It's not a card that I've heard talked about a lot. Yeah, $1.87. So not what we were looking for there. $7.61 now. And it won't be too long. You'll break 8. I don't think there's anything else worth scanning. Catholic. We'll scan it just to throw it in, but I don't think it's going to do anything. 366 foil. That's a $2 uncommon. Let's do this. All right, one last pack, and then that'll kill my collector boosters for the night. Let's take her off. So Cultivator Colossus wasn't a bad hit. A braid. Think twice. Young wolf. Cool art for a wolf. Aim high. Fiery temper. Is this the land? Nope, not yet. Moonlight hunt. Cackling counterpart. There's the swamp. I like that swamp art. He sees the storm. Galvanic Juggernaut. Morbid Opportunist in the retro foil. A regular frame metallic mimic. Conjurer's Closet in the full art or extended art non-foil. Mass Hysteria. And the last card is Mass Hysteria foil retro. So that goes right along with what I was saying, what, 5 minutes ago about packs having essentially dupes. Let's scan Conjurer's Closet. $3.18. $3.18 on that one. Do the morbid. Opportunist. 206. Yeah, no Soren Markov or Edgar. So we'll be having to buy more packs. Mass Hysteria must be 400. 261. 2.5 on that foil. And probably, I think this one was under $1 actually. 90 cents in non-foil. See anything else worth scanning? So I got to be happy with the Cultivator Colossus from the second pack. At 4 or whatever it was. Was there another rare in here? No. Not really. Oh wait, yeah. Metallic Mimic is $1.88. Oh, you were meaning Edgar the whole time? Yeah, I was like, I was thinking that when you were saying Soren. I'm like, I thought he was an Edgar fan more than a Soren fan. All right, let's look at the chase. Let me pull it up. I don't know if you've seen this yet, Hillbilly. What I'm doing. The screen's going to kind of blind me out a little bit. In camera, at least. All right, let me pull up my drive. Let's go to Magic the Gathering. Let's go screen capture. Blow it up a bit. So this is these are my chase cards. Hillbilly, that are essentially on my chase list. And you will see I just been kind of watching. The first column is the highest pre-release price, which is a ridiculous column. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this column in the future because it doesn't really... It's so skewed, it doesn't make any sense. All the in parenthesis prices are foil. So essentially, like, we'll go to the release of Archangel Avacyn here. The 1388 is the non-foil of the version I want. Like, I have 449 in here as the version. That's the non-foil, that's the foil on release day. And then I log the price the day after release day. And then I'm going to check it on the 30 day. And I'm going to check it on the 90 day. So, let's see. We did not hit Archangel Avacyn. We did not hit either of the Olivias. We did not hit Bruna, Gisela, Doctrine, Issa, and Geralf. Spell Queller, we did. Oh, we hit, but we did not hit it in 317. Because I think 317 is the extended art. Conjurer's Closet, I think, might be the one we hit. I think Conjurer's Closet is the one we hit. 321. So we did hit it. We did hit that. So we're taking Conjurer's Closet off. So we're going to put a line through it. Soren we didn't hit. Did we hit any of the uncommons? Nothing in the uncommons, right? And there were only... Let's change this to 1. We've now hit 1. We didn't hit any of the uncommons, huh? Jeez, that's almost surprising that you didn't hit an uncommon. But none of the uncommons. We did hit Neonate's Rush, though, in the commons. So we are... And it's foil. So what we're going to do is we're going to strike it, and we're going to yellow it as a foil hit. And we've hit 2 of those now. And then, what we can do, I don't want to get this confused there. Now we'll pop over to the card chase. So we're still 0-3. Still 0-3 on the mythics. The rares were at 1 of 12, so let's update that. Go to 1 of 12 on the rares. Uncommons, we're still 0 for 9, and we are now 2 for 3 on the commons. And that will make us, in total, 3 of the 27. So not a real good 3 packs for the sense of the chase. Did he drop down to 40 now? I don't even have Edgar on my chase. Just because it's not a card I really, really care for. I mean, if you hit it, you hit it, I guess. Let's do a little searching. Let's see. The last I looked, it was 1 poster card, and then the 3 Edgars were behind it. Yeah, that's what I remember. Emrakul poster was number 1. And then regular frame. Well, it's behind my camera there, but it is non-foil. It is 44.29. Foil is 48.15. Can I scroll? I can't scroll it down any. Showcase is 40.71. Foil is 61.21. So foil's got a little bit better. There's more of a gap there between non-foil and foil. And then the retro frame, which is right here. That one you got below 40 right now. So 39.80, and what's the gap? Couple bucks, 42.64. So yeah, I agree, Hillbilly. Very much a buyable card now. I would highly suggest anybody who wants it, now's the time. And in reality, if you give it a while, you'd probably get it even cheaper. Even farther. I would assume it's going to end up going down farther. I don't think we're anywhere near the end of the drop for the set yet. We're only, what, 3 days? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just because I don't buy the sealed, well, I shouldn't say I'm never going to, but I don't watch sealed prices. What is it at now? 3 something? Definitely. Let's. Do I not have? Maybe it's pinned elsewhere here. Thought I had. Oh, you kicked yourself out? TCG player. Where? Oh, there we go. TCG player. I'll go Innistrad Collector Booster Display. What are you going to end up paying? $330. $330. I didn't switch the screen there. $330. I mean, the thing is like over time, I probably buy 12 packs, but I do it over time. So yeah, it, you know, makes probably more sense for me to end up buying a complete box, but I just don't like doing it that way. Even though financially, I think it's gonna be better that way in the long run. You think Edgar will stay around 40? You think it'll rebound, actually? Rebound? So, which version are you gonna chase? Hillbilly. I mean, which one do you really want, or do you not care which one it is as long as it's Edgar? So this is the Innistrad remastered regular. The cheapest. I mean, it ain't rebounding to there, I can tell you that. I don't think it's going to rebound to there because there's just going to be too many on the market. Let's go all versions. Yeah, see, there's 170 of them on the market already for Innistrad Remastered. I mean, you got to get down. I mean, maybe enough people are going to buy them where it'll bring the supply down, but you got to get that supply down for it to get back up there. This is probably going to be the cheapest version for you. I mean, if we go all the way to page 17, that's where you're going to, you know, that's where you're going to be back in the 80s. You might be in a good spot to buy now. I'm not saying he won't rebound and that I disagree with you saying he's going to rebound. I just don't think he's going to rebound to the point where he's going to be what he was before. It just, I don't believe it can happen. Not with the fact that he's going to be on the market as much as he's going to be. People are going to continue their race to the bottom with him. I do believe. Could be wrong. So that's a cool. I mean, that was a cool hit out of the 3 packs. It's not probably a card that really goes in my PC collection. This, I probably end up peddling this probably at some point, maybe sooner than later. Alright, let's get back. No Commander play tonight, Hillbilly? Get back to a little bit of scanning here. So, these kobolds were actually pretty decent. I gotta go back down into... Back down into my lot buy folder here. Oh, you only do that on the weekends? That is not the one I was doing. That is it. Yeah, so I don't know if you were in here when I scanned that or when I originally cracked open the package for this lot buy, but that was a pretty good buy in the lot. That about $48 from Legends. And I think this one was like a $3. This Kobold for like $3. Yeah, $2.80. $2.83. We'll scan 3 of them in. Oh, actually, I got 4 of them. I didn't realize 4. I only had 3. I don't know. I don't remember. I never really have. I'm not against trading. It's just, I guess I'm not in the right circle locally with enough people, you know, where the whole trade is an opportunity. So this mana web from Weatherlight, you know, it scans at $19, but it's not a $19 condition for sure. She is well loved, but still just cool to have. What cards are you got that you think you might have? Slave Scout. I like how Alliances had different art for some cards. But no, I'm not against trading, that's for sure. Especially if there's something that I want. You know, and then I have something somebody else would want. Oh, you use StreamYards to trade? Well, Gisa would definitely be what I would most definitely consider. You know, any Gisa cards. This is definitely a Bog Imp from the Dark. That's a cool retro card and in good shape for being from the Dark. Let's see, I'm not going to scan all these tonight. I just want to get a couple of the initial ones in just to get the folder started. Just to get the folder started. Let's see, this is a 4th edition Oasis. Oh yeah, I would only trade for like wanted cards. I don't really care about value and stuff. Most definitely wouldn't like, and I'm one too that would probably be willing to take, you know, at least some loss on some trades when you look at the value of the card. But yeah, I would never, I guess, bother trading for money. Homelands 82. But I'm like you. I would only, you know, trade for like wanted cards. Hey, there's an old Vampire Bats. 4th edition. This, I think, is Italian. I think it's the only one that ended up being Italian. And it's not even in my app. Yeah, we definitely do that. I mean, it's probably easier to do it from your side than my side, being the fact that I use OBS. You can probably get me on easier than I can get you on. It's an Odyssey, an old emboldened Odyssey. You go through these old lot buys and you see cards like this, and you're like, oh man, that's gotta be something, you know, and it's a 16-cent card. But that's just the way some of the older sets are. I mean, there's a lot of those older sets, what I call the depth of value, just don't go very deep. Spectre's Whale. Mercadian. Is that Mercadian? Yep. Mercadian Mask. See, a 12-cent card where you'd be like, oh, that's an older card. 12 cents. Yeah, I agree with it. I mean, if you wanted to do that, just to sit and, you know, some night, and whether you want to do it as an actual live, that's up to you too. I mean, or just do it privately. Fetid Horror. Yeah, just do it backstage. Actually, I don't know if this whole lot buy is even going to be put into my app completely. This is a dual deck. Yeah, private backstage. Yeah, just let me know. Docapod. 15 cents. Brother, what you owe me? I can't count on anymore till the police come and knock it. Gisa. Well, like I said, just about anything Gisa. Just, yeah, I mean, even things that I've already am like quadrupled up on in Gisa, you know, is always a chase for me. I think there's a couple Gisa cards that I don't have that I essentially want the I want the foil versions of. If I'm not mistaken, the Resurrector is one for sure. If you've got that in foil, I would definitely trade. Actually, this is that I believe should have come in foil. See, and like here's my extent of collecting Gisa. So that is not a Gisa card until you read the flavor text. So it ends up being a Gisa card for me. Well, I really... I gotta get the rest of these in top loaders. Blue Collar's Harvest I got in a couple different versions here. I don't see... This is the Glorious Resurrector that I gotta find in foil. Yeah, because I've got four copies. I got 4 copies of it in non-foil. But I gotta hit the foil on that one yet. Like I said, I pretty much just buy Gisa when I see her. Like if I'm going through singles at the store and there's a Gisa card, because half the time they're 75 cents or whatever they got on them. And I guess in the green cards, I don't really specifically have anything in the green cards, I guess, for the most part. That, like, is truly on a chase for me. I'm guessing I don't even probably have to log all these to get to my cost of the buy. How long have I turned myself off for? And each like drawer is like, I have a vampire drawer, a zombie drawer. Certain types, creature types, is what each drawer is. So like if I'm building a certain type of deck and I need some creature cards, or if I read like the sorcery and it's like it's a sorcery card and it's specific to like it has vampire synergy or zombie synergy, it'll go in the zombie drawer or the vampire drawer and stuff. So I can just go to those drawers and pull out and basically have easily in front of me the style card I'm looking for. I guess that's another thing with me as a collector is for as much as I got, I do know what I got for the most part, and I know like exactly where to go for it. Like a lot of times, and it's completely my Dragon Shield app. I mean, this is what I use. So like when I sit on Whatnot, you know, somebody can say, "Hey, do you have this?" Well, shoot me a card, Hillbilly. It can be something that's pretty common or something obscure. Just shoot me a card name and we'll see if I can pull it up. So essentially, I guess maybe I've never even shown you how I run my Dragon Shield app. Vein Ripper. Well, I can tell you it's not going to come up because I would know if I had it. But so here's how my system is set up, and it should focus. I got to get a little bit closer. So like this top one, all my cards, that's a default system in the app, if that makes any sense. And then from below that one, you can make folders. So like you can see I've got a Whatnot listed folder. Those are the cards that I have actually on my Whatnot shop. That's like available right now. It helps me to like price check them and market check them when I want to go through and do it. And I made a single bot folder. So like there's 714 cards in the single bot folder. Those are cards that I just picked up as a single at the shop, or maybe I bought it on TCG Player or something. And then I've got a Gisa folder, which is my Gisa collection. Any reserve list cards that I have is below that. Any list cards or anything miscellaneous that I want to throw in that one. And then it starts the set folders. So like Innistrad being the most recent set, it's the top folder. Then Foundation Jumpstart. The parentheses is the month and the year that the set was released. Then, like I said, they actually just go in order because the next set, you can sort these by hand and like pull them to where you want them and stuff. So I just make a new folder for the new set and then I put it above Innistrad Remastered. But rather than having to go through all the folders, if I click into all my cards, that's going to be all my cards. So essentially, this says 7,300, which there's probably some cards I'm not counting on that. But if I click into that, it's going to be all my cards. And it's right now it's sorted, you know, from top value down. So, like you saying Vein Ripper, it's the easiest way for me to go in is all my cards. You know, and then as soon as you start getting it kind of semi-typed in, it's going to come up and find it. So I'm just... well, like Force of Will is the second card in this list here. So if I'm searching, I wouldn't have to search for it because I know it's there. So if I go Force, it's going to start sorting. You know, Force of Will is going to be at the top here. You know, you got overwhelming forces because the word force is there. Meyer Enforcer. But as you keep typing, it's going to start narrowing that list down. So it's like I can go, somebody can say, hey, do you have this? And if I don't know it off the top of my head from like at some point collecting it, I just pull this up. I usually have this going as I'm sitting on Whatnot, and somebody will say, hey, do you got this? Type it in. Yep, nope. Or, you know, it'll tell me I got 3 copies because I log everything that I get. And then if I have it, I'll kind of know where to go to grab it. Because it'll be, I'm also sorted in colors. So I got a whole table of 4-row boxes where one row is black, and then there's a separator, which then that row, after the separator in the row, it's black foils. But I also know that there's no rares in that box. The rares are in a completely different box, like right behind me, separated into colors. So if somebody's asking me about a whatever particular card and it's a rare and it's a black, I know it's going to be in the black section of the rares, unless I know it's a personal collection card. Then it's not going to be over there. It's going to be in my personal collection of stuff, which I'm probably not going to be willing to sell anyways. And sometimes I know if it's in my personal collection or in like my tradable or sellable cards or whatever, just by the fact of what the card is, because I can look at a card and be like, no, that would be in my personal collection keep stuff because it's art style I want, or it's someday going to be a playing card in a deck or something like that. So I don't know. I just, you know, the part of the hobby and doing all that, you know, I was watching you guys this morning on the morning show talking about collecting and, you know, what's the purpose of collecting. That to me, it like gives me more to do with the collecting and stuff. I love the sorting, and I love obviously I love the chase because I make my chase list and stuff like that. But that sorting and organizing and stuff like that, I get a kick out of, you know, developing that system. And sometimes it probably takes me away from the stuff I should be doing because I do run my own little business, actual business that I should be concentrating on more than like my hobby stuff. But every now and then I have to go and like say, okay, you know what? I'm getting out of the collection cave here, and I'm going to concentrate on my actual income business. But the hobby is so much fun, and a lot of times it takes me away from doing things I probably should. You know, Hillbilly, it's the only one I know, it's the only one I've used, but I would get yourself, I mean, if you got this is on my iPhone too, so essentially everything I'm doing here, it doubles it up to the iPhone app, because it's just an app. So anything you put in here, eventually the app on the iPhone is going to update it, and it's going to match. So I can be in the store and be like, okay, yeah, I've already got 3 of these. I don't need another one. And the Dragon Shield app is free. I think I pay $3 a month or something. And what that gave me, you're going to be able to do all these inventory folders. and you're going to basically be, I don't use the decks at all, but you can put complete decks in this app. But when you choose to get, like, I forget what they call it, the upgraded version or something, you actually get this feature where you can go in now, like, so these are daily movers. I'll make sure I didn't mute myself as I'm talking to you here. So these are daily movers. And so, like, Bloodthirsty Conqueror is, if you look here, I have it on the down arrow. So these are my losers for the day. The Bloodthirsty Conqueror lost $1.44 today, and it's down to $29.30. Gives you your top 3 in each category. Edgar Markov's Coffin lost 94 cents. And Edgar Charmed Groom lost 94 cents. So then you can hit this little arrow. You hit the arrow and it switches it to your biggest gainers, your 3 biggest gainers. So Ragavan gained $1.10. Anwan the Rune Sage $1.02. And that version, that Strixhaven version of Dark Ritual gained 84 cents. So it tells you, and then it tells you what it's at. And then you can actually go over here to the Daily Movers spot, and you can change that. And you can go, I want to see my weekly movers. So this will show me my weekly movers. Tortured Existence has gone up $4 in the last week. He's gone up $3.90 in the last week, but he was also on the daily gainer, and he's gone up $2. So, and then if you wanted to, you can go and you can change it to monthly, and it's going to tell you your monthly. There's my top 3 gainers for the month. But then the other thing, I think, with the upgraded version, you can toggle it back and forth from all cards and my collection. So, like, when you go to my collection, it's only the cards you've put in the app. But if you go to all cards, it's all magic cards. So, like, here's the daily movers in all magic cards. And like number 3 is the Innistrad Remastered Edgar Markov today. It's gone up $3 today. And there's a little see all over here. If you want to break it down even more, you hit see all, and it will give you a top 50 list. I think it goes to 50. Yeah, so it gives you the top 50. So like right now, I am set on, because I have it on all cards. If I click it over to my collection and then go see all. So now these are just cards in my collection. It gives me the top 50 for the day. Which these top 3 will be the top 3 on that front little scroller. And then from here you can just toggle. You can toggle weekly, monthly. I think this app is what got me into being such a single market nerd, if that makes any sense. And like getting so into watching the single market movement and stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you want a decent app, Dragon Shield. I mean, I can only recommend it because it's the only one I've used. Now I was streaming a couple days ago, yesterday, the day before, or something like that, and the Magic Historian was in the stream the morning I was streaming. I don't know what I was doing, if I was cracking packs or doing scanning or whatever, but he actually showed up in the stream and we started talking about collecting and like the logging of stuff. And he actually said that, I don't know if he said he used it or he knows of it, but there's another one called Delver. And we were talking and I'm like, well, I don't know anything about Delver, but then I was showing him that how I use Dragon Shield, and he's like, oh, you don't need Delver, then you're already, you already got a handle on keeping track of your collection completely. And he was like me on Dragon Shield. He's like, I'm not familiar with Dragon Shield because I only use Delver. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Magic Historian hung out for probably, I don't know, a good 20 minutes or so. But I figured, well, tonight I'll get on it. Get some of these cards scanned in, and once you popped in, I'm like, well, we might as well crack a couple packs. Now later tonight, I'll update the top 10 of the month, and I don't know if I'm going to buy anything else this month or not. I'm already well over budget. I don't know if I want to go more over budget for January. Not that I have a set budget, but I know when I've gone too far. And I'm pushing that realm now of January's gotten a little out of control. There's a cool 8th edition horned turtle. Comes up 9th edition though, but I know it's 8th. I guess in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, other than it makes me feel better to reset that Magic spending for the month back to 0 before I buy more packs. Yeah, it did. I'm guessing it's a card he knows about. I don't know what else is in this lot that's worth a scan, I guess. Nothing there, maybe. At least not for now. I'm looking for some retro rares, maybe. Here's an old Innistrad. Vampiric Fury. So like this card, it's an instant. But like in the grand scheme of my system, this goes in the vampire drawer because it is an instant that deals specifically with doing something with vampires. Of course, this one won't go in the drawer because these lot buys stay together in their own box. I didn't even really look at what it said. What did it say? It says vampire creatures you control get +2/+0 and gain first strike until end of turn. So yeah, just a good instant buff there until the end of the turn. Alright, let's see what's over here. Some Zendikar stuff, it looks like. Some M10, M11. I cracked this package on a mail day video, I think a while back, but I probably didn't pay a real close attention to what was like in it, because you know, you just open it and you start going through quick and being like, oh, that I know is a card. Here's a rare Balageg Thief. That did not scan at all the right way. So it's a Zendikar rare. Only worth 20 cents. Alright, I gotta start making some semblance of, so I don't end up going through the same pile multiple times. Gitrog, it looks like Gitrog. Here's a Ghoul Draws Vampire. As long as an opponent has 10 or less life, Ghoul Draws Vampire gets +2/+1 and has Intimidate. Oh yeah, it's something I haven't mentioned in a while. Let me grab what I got. So, I don't know, you might remember seeing the box video. We'll set these aside for now and go through some more of those later or on another night when I got absolutely nothing to do in the office, or when I'm on Whatnot. Wait for somebody to say, hey, do you have... So this, I bought this box. I don't know if you saw the video of the box, but it's a deck box. I was like, oh, I gotta buy it. It just fits the Backwoods theme and stuff. So I bought the box, and I've just been squirreling away cards as I see them, basically, as the mono green Backwoods deck, you know, which I want to keep in that Backwoods theme, and it'll be a mono green deck, you know. So these are some of the stuff that I've been just, as I see it, I'm like, oh, that I'll throw that in the deck at some point. But I bet you it's been a month or two since I've even looked at these. This may be the commander. I'm not sure. I guess I haven't picked a commander yet. But I'm trying to just... It was either that or this as a commander right now anyways. But like I said, I'm throwing a card in this box when I think, oh, you know what? It probably can fit in the mono green Backwoods. Two copies of that. I must have just thrown them both there. And I don't know how any of these cards are going to synergize yet. One in a... But they all have the theme. Oh yeah, these are the two. These are two little more spendy cards for the deck. A green overlord for it. Yeah, exactly. I should probably buy some more of those packs. So, like these two cards here, we'll use my app because I don't know exactly where they are. But we've got Worldly Tutor and an Exploration. And I think I saw these at the store and I'm like, you know what? Those would be good. Mono green Backwoods deck. So let's use the app because I don't know. They're probably in single buys, but let's look Worldly Tutor. I think there's... Oh, they're right there. Come up. So the other thing I guess I didn't tell you about this app is when you put a card in it, that's the white big price. So that $13.83 is what the card was market-wise when I logged it in. And since then, it's basically fluctuated up and down, and it's sitting at essentially $1.45 lower than that right now. And then what was the other one? Exploration. I think that one was like a $12 card or something. Yeah, so when I bought it and logged it, it was $14.31. And since doing that, and it tells you the date you did it too, Hillbilly, so that's kind of nice. So August 19th, I logged that card in. I probably logged it the same day I bought it. And then since then, it's essentially gained $1.24 on market price. But you're right. An Overlord would be pretty cool for the deck. Those come out of Duskmourn, right? If I'm not mistaken. And I'm still cracking the occasional Duskmourn when I can find the collector boosters. I think Friday I'm going to probably have to make a Twiddler order. Because collector boosters are so... They're hard to get here. Because like the store will get the initial buy, you know, or their initial allocation of boxes. You know, and they typically will open a box and, you know, so they have some single boosters to sell. But then, you know, they probably don't get any restock on it. You got all the Overlords except the black one. I know I pulled an Overlord or two. Let me see which one. I only have the Overlord of the Flood Pits. And looks like in regular frame and stuff. The other nice thing, I love this app. Like I said, Hillbilly, if you're using an iPhone or you know you have a Apple iPad, it'll be exactly the same for you because I have Apple. So, like I said, I just searched Overlord and it pulled up Overlord of the Flood Pits, Tolvar, Dire Overlord, the Roga that I just literally logged tonight. Or did I? No, I did it on the 31st. I must have already had him in there then. And then another version of it. But if you take and you click, you don't click, but if you hit this Overlord of the Flood Pits, it pulls the card up full screen. And then you just click it again and it goes back down. And then that little number, that number 1, just means I have one in inventory, essentially. or in the collection. This is a good example of they'll split the versions up. So even though both of these are Dominaria United Commander cards, they are different versions of the card. So it'll separate that. It won't make that little one a number 2 just because it's the same card, because it's essentially not the same card. And it will only do that. It'll only change that number if you log more than one of the exact same card on the same day. So it also is smart enough to separate the day that it's logged. And the reason it does that is because this card on December 31st was 20 cents. But if I input that card on January 1st and the market price is 19 cents, it's going to create a different entry for it. Oh, it's awesome, you know. And that's why, like, the Magic Historian was like, don't even bother looking. He literally told me, he's like, don't even bother looking at Delver, because he's like, you got exactly what you need in Dragon Shield. And if you're on, like, what's the other, you know, if you're not running Apple, you're running Verizon, or I don't know what it, you know, or, well, we have AT&T, so our service is AT&T. But if you're not on, like, an Apple device, I'm sure you can download it in that version of the device too. So I highly suggest. The only thing that sucked is I didn't get it extremely early in my collecting, and it forced me to kind of go back through my cards. And I mean, I just spent a lot of time scanning cards into it to get it into the system, so I essentially had my whole collection in. Otherwise, like, half of my collection would not be in it, because, you know, I found the app several months after starting to collect. Cricket, I'm assuming, you know, there's probably a version of the app that you can download. Or I'd be very surprised if there isn't. So you have Cricket. What is it? Cricket Mobile. That's the service, though, right? That's not the device. Unless I'm wrong. Unless Cricket is a device that I've never heard of. Because, like, your cell phone. Is your cell phone an iPhone? And you just have Cricket as the service? I am out of coffee. My last sip. Oh, AT&T owns Cricket? But is your phone itself, like, is your phone an iPhone? Like an Apple iPhone? Or if you've got an iPad, just put it on the iPad. I mean, you don't have to have it on both. Like, if I show you my phone, so I just have an iPhone, and you open it up, and I have them down here, and you click that, and it always opens up to the scanning window. But this is essentially the same info on my phone because they're linked. Android, you'll be able to get it on Android. I'd be surprised if you can't get it on an Android phone. So essentially what you end up doing is, like, once you get the app, you make the account, because you can make the free account, which I had for the longest time. And you log into it on both your devices, and you essentially are going to get the same info on both your phone and the iPad, regardless of when you update one, the other one automatically updates. I just eventually decided to get the monthly $3 subscription thing because I like this daily mover thing and all the statistics that you end up getting with it. But the initial download of the app is free. The free app. And I was amazed. Even on the free version, I was like, holy smokes. This is going to be awesome for just keeping the collection straight, logging, cards in and watching the market of them. You absolutely would not need the monthly version of it, the monthly $3 or whatever it is. Left or right? Left or right? Some of these are pretty cool. Some of them, I don't know. If you like monsters, left. So it's a Skybox product, which is essentially an Upper Deck product, and it's Masterpieces Monster Edition. I already actually hit. It says gem parallel to numbered to 99. I got a Sasquatch numbered out of 99, which I got on my Whatnot right now for sale. Picia. They're nice thick cards. And this is usually like a poster card of something. So Picia is numbered out of 1099. Man-eating tree of Madagascar. That's different. And a Cletus. Oh, and that's a Daniel Horn signature card. So a lot of this art is Daniel Horn. Like that poster card. I don't think all of the set is Daniel Horn, but I've seen a lot of Daniel Horn. All right, 11 o'clock. What have I been on? An hour and 40 minutes. Let's end the night on one pack. I think it's my last pack of Mosaic football. To buy some more football now. Try to hit a Packer card to end the night. Tom Flores from the Oakland Raiders. Well, I haven't seen or heard of him in a long time. Another Oakland Raiders retro. Van Egan. Keenan Allen from the Bears. Packers ain't looking good. Isaiah Pacheco from the Kansas City Chiefs. And Darius Slayton from the New York Giants. And the green rookie mosaic is going to be CJ Latham, Tennessee Titans. So, no go pack go tonight. All right, Hillbilly. I think I'm calling it a night. Got a little bit of scanning in. Got 3 packs in Innistrad opened. One decent hit, I guess. Can't complain. It came close to buying the pack, I guess. I'll have to update the top 10. I also have to update this top 10 because this top 10 now is I think pretty significantly off. I'll show you something real quick here, Hillbilly, if you're still here. So this is where I grab my top 10 cards from. So if I go into all my cards, because I have the app set up to sort on card value. You can choose to have the app sort different ways and stuff, but I have it sorted on card value. So like this is my top 10 cards of the complete collection. So everything that I have logged into here, these are the top 10 financial cards anyway. So like number 1 is the Abyss. Number 2 is Force of Will. And the little star, I wasn't telling you this earlier either. The little star means that it's a foil. That indicates foil in the app. Roga of Kerr Keep. That's the Legends card I logged tonight from that lot buy. So that ended up going to number 3. And I got Ristic Study at 4, 5, 6. The original or one of the older ones. 6, 7. That's actually one of my favorite cards. It's the Dracula's Tomb, Phyrexian Tower, Secret Lair. That was a single buy also. So what did I say? That was 6. 7 is the Finale of Devastation that Twiddler pulled for me last week. A Meat Hook at 8 and Pieces 9 and I think Ulamog's 10. And my 2 doubling seasons fell out, I think. So, and I believe if I flop over, I think the 2 doubling seasons are still on there. I haven't updated this scroller in about probably 2 weeks. So, and it stays pretty consistent if I don't crack too many packs. But now this is going into, this ain't probably going to make the top 10. It's the top 10 for the month for sure, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gisela the Broken Blade is actually 10. Ulamog dropped to 11th. And my 2 doubling seasons is 12 and 13. So Bloodthirsty Conqueror was up there now, but now it's at 14. All right, thanks for hanging out, Hillbilly. We'll probably most definitely be hanging around the morning show tomorrow. Typically, I'm catching it at work. I'm starting a little bit early now, so I get usually at the work at 10:30 or so. Get kind of going, and then I put you on one of my screens at work. So I will drop in chat for sure tomorrow. You have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Kind of wish Innistrad Remastered would have been a little more exciting, but well, we'll take a shot at a couple more packs in the next week or so. Some cool cards, but not what we were chasing. The old chase list did not get hit very hard tonight. Plant the trees. Yep, we'll be planting trees tomorrow morning for you guys. And I got something coming for you too. It's just I got one card specifically that's coming that I have set aside. It's on my board. It's hanging on my board to remind me, but I'm going to throw some other stuff with it. So I will let you know when that gets mailed out, so you can kind of look for it. I just know there was some stuff I wanted to throw with it. I just got to find some stuff. So, thanks for hanging out. We will, at least through chat, talk to you tomorrow for sure. And have a good night. Appreciate it. We'll have to get together too, like I said. We'll do some backstage things some night. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee, I think, and then probably just hang out here in the office doing a little bit more sorting and stuff. So, sounds good. Talk to you later. Have a good night. Tell Mrs. Hillbilly I said hi and have a good night. Yeah, that scroller is way off. Bloodthirsty's still on it. Ulamog's still on it. Gisela is number 10. I'll update that tonight.